the Honorable Senator for Nairobi County.
Speaker, I happen to know who the offending party that precipitated that communication is, but because I've been asked to be nicer, I will not mention them. Honorable Speaker, I rise to comment on the statement that has been brought by the Senator for Nandi on the murder of a Catholic priest, Father Alois Beth'S, in very, very tragic circumstances, Honorable Speaker. As a Catholic myself, we as a church have had very traumatic experiences over the past 20 or so years. Honorable Speaker, we will all remember, Honorable Speaker, the tragic deaths of Father Kaiser in 2000. We had Father John Muhia, who was shot dead near Kino in 2018. We have had Father Martin Masharian Njoroge. In 2003, Honorable Speaker, when I was a student at the Parklands Law Campus, this father actually presided over the St. Francis Xavier's Church, which we used to go to in Parklands as students. And then, of course, there was Luigi Lucati in 2005 in Isiolo. And just days before this priest was shot in Tot, Honorable Speaker, there was Father John Degwa Maina of Igwamiti Parish in Nyandarua, who was found with multiple gunshot wounds, Honorable Speaker. We as a house have experienced this tragedy just a few weeks again, Honorable Speaker. We buried one of us who was shot in similar circumstances. And therefore, for the Senator of Nandi to ask that the ministry now needs to give us an update of the security situation in this country, Honorable Speaker, is timely. The most distressing thing is that no people have been arrested, at least in the case of the murder of the former member of parliament for Kasipul. We saw arrests, Honorable Speaker. And by the way, the public is very keen to see how the security forces deal with individual cases that sometimes it appears, Honorable Speaker, that when it is a quote-unquote big person, these investigations are sped up and you can see action being taken very fast. But you can imagine days later, nobody has been arrested for the shooting of this father in Tot.
Visited the family of the late Father Alois Beth'S. And Mr. Speaker, what we saw in that family is quite devastating. The mother was completely distraught, and as were the siblings and the rest of the family, as well as a community that truly loved their son and felt completely hardly done by murder most foul that happened in the Kerio Valley. Mr. Speaker, we have received reports in the last few months of people being killed so many times, Mr. Speaker, that perhaps the country has become accustomed to these killings and think it's just another report. It's not fair, Mr. Speaker, that we live in the same country with people who cannot sleep in their homes, with children that cannot go to school. I want to plead, Mr. Speaker, that the Committee on Security that will deal with this particular matter, in honor at least of this bishop and so many other innocent Kenyans that have been killed in that corner of the country, Mr. Speaker, that they get to the rock bottom of this particular matter and ensure that these criminals are brought to book. I know it, for example, Mr. Speaker, that the fellow who killed Pastor, Father Alois, Mr. Speaker, is a criminal called Cheptarus. I have seen locals speak and say that we know it is so-and-so that did it. How difficult is it, Mr. Speaker, with all the artillery that is within, Mr. Speaker, our possession, Mr. Speaker, can we do something about it, Mr. Speaker? And if the police are not sufficient, what is the problem? We can gazette that particular part of the country as a disturbed zone and send the best of the best, Mr. Speaker, so that at least our citizens, Mr. Speaker, can sleep like you and I sleep in our homes peacefully. Mr. Speaker, I want to plead that let this be the last of a Kenyan life that is lost in this particular way, Mr. Speaker. In the same way that they have done investigation so quickly, each time there are security scares around what Senator Sifuna calls big people, Mr. Speaker, we'd wish to see that particular kind of speed and tone, Mr. Speaker, and seriousness attached to the investigation relating to the father, to the death of this particular father. It's unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. I send my condolences to his family members and the people, Mr. Speaker, that enjoy mass and service under the leadership of Father Alois Beth'S. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, we are not serious I remember when Father Anthony Kaiser was murdered, his mother country, the United States of America, actually sent here the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations. We had been told by the local investigation agencies that a man who had died from a gunshot at the back of his head had committed his own suicide. Mr. Speaker, where it has reached, we must call for and form a commission of inquiry into the killings of Catholic priests. I demand there be an inquiry, Mr. Speaker.